Hello everyone and welcome to our channel. This week we are starting our journey through the great state of Wyoming, and we are coming in from the east side, and our first stop on our journey is going to be Devil's Tower National Monument. We started our day on the Valley View South Side Trail, which gave us some beautiful views of the tower and the valley and beyond. The tower itself is just so huge, and standing at the base of it is just breathtaking. Scientists believe that the formation is made out of magma that cooled, and the surrounding rock just chipped away over time. Our journey continues through the Bighorn National Forest, which is where we camped that night. The mountain scene here is part of the Cloud Peak Wilderness, and they were truly breathtaking. It was our first glimpse at some snow-capped mountains, and it was really impressive for East Coasters like us. We stayed here over 4th of July weekend, and after some driving around on gravel roads, we ended up finding a spot, and it was totally beautiful. As we continued on, we started to enter a more deserty part of Wyoming. As you can see by the rock formations and sagebrush, it's a little bit different than where we were last night. And we are actually going to be exploring our first ghost town. This is Gebo Ghost Town, and it was once a thriving town with over 2,000 people living here, which is pretty hard to imagine because all that's left now is some stone buildings. Gebo was a coal mining town, which provided coal for multiple railroads, including the Union Pacific and the Chicago to Burlington Railroad. And in 1934, they switched from coal steam engines to a diesel engine, which basically made Gebo obsolete. And at this point, Gebo wasn't just a rough and tough coal mining town, it had actually grown into a respected community. They even had a high school football team from 1930 to 1937. Their last game was on November 5th, 1937. It was an omen to the future of the town as coal production shut down for good just a few months later. With all the nearby rugged terrain and coal production dried up, it's hard to imagine why you would stay here in Gebo, Wyoming. Our next stop is Hot Springs State Park in Wyoming. Did you know the largest mineral hot spring in the world is here in Thermopolis, Wyoming? They also have a state bathhouse that is free. Everyone gets a 20-minute soak in these healing mineral waters. You can see the bathhouse here. It also supplies multiple other bathhouses in the area. And there's this fun swinging bridge that goes across the river. It was pretty windy, and I was not having the most fun trying to cross this bridge. I almost gave up, but I ended up making it. And we got to the other side to see the mineral hot spring in its full glory. It's very similar to Mammoth Hot Springs at Yellowstone. We even saw these fish. They have a bunch of koi fish. These were some feisty fish here. Our drive continued through Wyoming's Wind River Range, and we camped at a beautiful spot on our way to Teton National Park and Yellowstone. Make sure to stay tuned for part 2 of our Wyoming trip coming soon.